This is News 3 Now at 5.
It's pretty scary. Usually this is a very quiet street.
Neighbors are reacting as an 11-year-old girl fights for her life after a shooting on Madison's east side.
Madison police say they have no one in custody.
Our Madeline O'Neill is live from the scene with the latest on this shooting investigation. Maddie?
Well, we're here in Lexington Avenue and the East Washington area where police arrived earlier to find the 11-year-old shot in the head. They got here around 11:45 this morning. Police say people in two vehicles were shooting at each other, and the girl was in one of those vehicles. The driver of her car is believed to be the intended target. Police say he knew the 11-year-old's family and was looking after her. Investigators are talking with him as they look into this. Madison's mayor and police are calling for an end to a recent surge in gun violence in general, holding a press conference this afternoon.
Anyone who knows anything about this has to step forward. I know it may be difficult, but it's critical. You can help prevent the next child from being shot.
Madison police are investigating multiple locations as possibly related to this case, including gunshots heard on the east side this morning. Bullets also hit a home where two people were eating lunch today and an uninvolved vehicle. Police point to this to say even though shootings may be targeted, the whole community can still be in danger. They also say that this recent surge in gun violence is staggering, saying that since they began tracking shots fired incidents in 2016, we saw the most in July. We'll have an update on this tonight at 6.
Maddie, thank you. We'll continue to follow this developing story. We have the latest information on the shooting on our app that is available in your phone's app store, along with the latest on channel3000.com. The biggest national news of the day comes from the Biden campaign.
The former vice president has picked Senator Kamala Harris of California to be his vice president. That announcement made just a couple hours ago. Amanda Quintana here with local reaction to that news. Amanda?
Everyone was waiting really at the edge of their seats to see who Biden would pick as his running mate. He had promised it would be a woman, and many were hoping it would be a woman of color, making this move especially historic. Harris was elected to the Senate in 2016 after serving as California's Attorney General, and you probably remember she competed against Biden for the Democratic nomination, but left the race after struggling to raise money. We asked the director of the Marquette Law School poll how this might affect the race. He says we'll have to wait and see, but calls it a strong pick.
It checks several things that are important. One, as a sitting U.S. Senator, she has high elective office. Biden didn't reach down to a House member or a governor or, for that matter, a mayor. Secondly, it appeals and is a direct statement to women in the party and to people of color. And both of those are important things within the party and in the fall campaign.
This morning, the speakers were announced for the upcoming Democratic National Convention. Senator Harris is expected to speak on Thursday night, listed right before the Biden family and Joe Biden. Of course, that doesn't mean she'll actually physically be here in Wisconsin, as most of that convention is now virtual.
Amanda, thank you. Just 3 more hours until the polls close in today's partisan primary.
As for what's on the ballot, one of the most contested races is the Democratic primary for the 26th state Senate district to replace the retiring Fred Risser. 7 Democrats are hoping to replace the longest-serving state legislator in U.S. history. No Republicans filed to run. State Assembly Districts 48 and 78 in Madison and 80 in the Mount Horeb, Verona, and Oregon areas are also contested races. In another heavily contested primary, 7 Democrats are vying to replace Chris Taylor as the state representative for Assembly District 76, representing Madison. We have interviews with all of the candidates for these seats on our website.
Today's primary is the second election in our area since the start of the pandemic.
We have team coverage of the election with Gabriella Becerra, who has more on how officials are keeping voters safe, and Amy Reed, who has more on the thousands of people who are filing their ballots ahead of time by voting absentee. Let's start with Gabriella, who is joining us from a polling location downtown to share how voters are staying safe. Gabby?
Well, Eric, Americans, Susan, polling places don't look much like they used to. You've got poll workers wearing face masks and face shields, plexiglass barriers, and lots of sanitizer. But the actual voting process isn't much different at all. The National Guard is being utilized at polling locations today where help was needed most. The clerk's office tells us that voters won't recognize them because they're in street clothing, adding that having the extra hands helps out on a year like this. Madison Deputy Clerk Jim Verbic says there's two options. One for outside voting, two options for on-site voting, inside or curbside.
If you can vote outside in the curbside, certainly do so. If you feel comfortable doing it inside, we ask that you do wear a mask. It's not required, but if you do not want to wear a mask, we would strongly encourage you to vote at the curbside, and then your vote's counted the same way everyone else's vote's counted.
Voters tell us the process was quick and easy, adding they felt safe the entire time. And if you're voting absentee, if you have to turn those in tonight, make sure you get those to your polling location before 8. That's when the polls close.
Well, many have those drop boxes as well. Gabby, thank you. And just like in April, we're expecting a lot of people to vote absentee in this election.
Our Amy Reed is live from Madison's West Side to explain how clerks are dealing with that. Amy?
Clerks could only begin counting today, but they've been trying to stay on top of absentee ballots all day today. And we spoke to the clerk in Madison who said that about 40% of the absentee ballots they already got were counted today by 11 a.m. They said getting on top of it prevents them from having a longer than normal night after polls close, and it gets all of us the results more quickly. Right now, we don't know how many people voted in person versus absentee, but it's a statistic the clerk's office is watching closely for as well.
There are some areas of Madison where people are more likely to vote in person than via absentee, and we don't want to push people to vote absentee if they're more comfortable voting in person and they trust the in-person voting process more. But we want to be prepared for that and plan for that for November.
She told us that her office got about 500 ballots dropped off to her yesterday, but today was a bit of a lighter load. Of course, you still have until 8 o'clock to drop off your ballot at your polling place. Now, one race that we're watching closely tonight is here on Madison's West Side, and that's where we'll see which of these 7 candidates will succeed Senator Fred Risser in the state Senate, and we'll bring you the latest on those results tonight on News 3 Now at 10.
Amy, thank you. Governor Tony Evers and U.S. Senator Tammy Baldwin are among the Wisconsin office holders who will speak during next week's Democratic National Convention. The 4-day event to formally nominate Joe Biden as the Democratic candidate for president has been scaled back to a nearly all virtual event in Milwaukee due to the coronavirus. Milwaukee Congresswoman Gwen Moore will speak on opening night on Monday. Milwaukee Mayor Tom Barrett will call the convention to order on Tuesday. Governor Evers is slated to speak Wednesday night, with Senator Baldwin getting a spot on Thursday in the lead up to Biden's acceptance speech.
A sunny and warm day today. It comes after that stormy Monday across the area. In fact, we've had a handful of tornadoes now confirmed since yesterday. Here's Dana with the latest on what happened yesterday.
3 tornadoes in southern Wisconsin passing through. The closest one for us in Grant County, just outside of Burton. So here's a look at all the storm reports. A lot of wind reports yesterday. Just west of Platteville near Burton yesterday afternoon. A weak EF0 passing through. The tornado track about a half of a mile before dissipating, but still causing a lot of damage to trees, someone's house and barns being pulled down. 2 other tornadoes getting reported near Lake Geneva and near Camp Lake. Both of those an EF0 or weak EF0, EF1 near Camp Lake. So a very active day yesterday, not just for southern Wisconsin, but throughout the Midwest. These wind reports stretch all the way from Iowa through Illinois and Indiana. A very different story from what we're seeing right now. Here's a current look at our radar. All is nice and quiet. In fact, a really pleasant summer evening. With a live look, a lot of people out trying to enjoy the water as temperatures are still in the low 80s and dew points in the low 50s. A very comfortable summer evening. And thankfully, we're going to enjoy a little drier stretch for a few more days before shower chances develop by the weekend. But we'll look at your full 10-day in just a few minutes.
Dana, thank you. Another big headline today. It is official now. The Big Ten Conference will not play any sports this fall, instead moving the season to the spring.
The Big Ten is the first Power 5 conference to make that announcement, and the Pac-12 followed their lead very soon after. Sports Director Zach Hanley just heard from UW Athletic Director Barry Alvarez. Boy, Zach, tough day for Badger fans and athletes.
Yeah, what a difference a week makes. We were just getting excited about the Big Ten schedule release, and now the conference not only postponed the football season, but the entire fall sports season. So no Badger volleyball, soccer, or cross country as well. The league said the decision was made due to the ongoing health and safety concerns of COVID-19. Wisconsin Athletic Director Barry Alvarez said the decision to postpone is the correct one, but he also knows a fall without sports is going to be pretty tough.
Our student athletes want to play and enjoy playing. I watch them practice the last couple of weeks, and just watching them on the field and watching the coaches and how they interact and how they enjoy it. It just don't feel good about it. I don't feel good about the whole thing. I just feel a hollow feeling. This has been very, very difficult for me, and this is going to be probably the toughest fall that I've ever gone through.
Alvarez did say the athletes will still be allowed to practice 20 hours a week in the fall, but what will a season look like in the spring, and how's eligibility going to work are just a couple of the questions the athletic department will try and iron out over the next couple of weeks. Eric?
Boy, yeah, so many questions. Zach, thank you. President Trump also pushing for the college football season to kick off as usual despite the pandemic.
These football players are very young, strong people, and they're physically in extraordinary shape, so they're not going to have a problem.
Dozens more people in Wisconsin have been hospitalized due to COVID-19. DHS officials say 61 new hospitalizations were confirmed today, but more than 2,500 hospital beds remain available. 8 more deaths were reported, which puts the state's death toll at 1,013. State and county health officials recorded 662 new cases to date. Wisconsin has had 61,929 confirmed cases of the virus, and roughly 15% of cases remain active. The positive percentage of new tests went down by nearly 1 percentage point to 5.3%. That is out of 13,599 tests, an increase of thousands compared to the amount of testing seen Monday. The percent of positive 7-day averages has gone up slightly to 6.3%.
According to CDC data nationwide, there was a 12% drop in new cases over the past week. Deaths decreased 7% from the week before. Texas reported a 21% rate of positive COVID-19 tests, the highest in the nation, even as hospitalizations in that state are dropping. Starting today, Massachusetts is lowering the limit for outdoor gatherings from 100 to 50 people. That's in response to new clusters of coronavirus cases. Coffee shop in Middleton that declared itself a mask-free zone is suing local officials over an ordinance requiring the wearing of face coverings inside businesses to slow the spread of the pandemic. Hellbox Coffee Roasters and Kitchen filed that lawsuit today in Dane County Circuit Court against the city, the county, and local officials who attempted to enforce the mask ban. Dane County's mask ordinance took effect on July 13th. The statewide mask ordinance took effect on August 1st. Hellbox is only challenging the local ordinance.
The Wisconsin Department of Workforce Development says about 88% of weekly unemployment claims have been resolved. New information released today says DWD has received almost 5.5 million weekly claims since March 15th. They say almost 77%, or 4.2 million of those claims, have been paid, and 11% are waiting to be processed. The DWD says it takes an average of 23 days to receive a payment, and they've paid over $3.3 billion so far.
The White House and congressional Democrats remain at an impasse over the next round of coronavirus relief funding. They disagree over the size and scope of the next bill. A senior administration official tells CBS News the White House is not expecting negotiations to resume this week. White House advisors are defending their ability to move forward with executive action on COVID relief, including temporary unemployment benefits, despite questions over whether it could face a court challenge.
Look, Labor Department's thinking 2 weeks, so it's going to be effective August 1, so there'll be a couple weeks back.
Now, CBS News has also learned the administration is considering a proposal to limit the return of U.S. citizens and residents from abroad if they are COVID positive. Outside legal experts in the past have questioned the legality of such a measure. More to come on News 3 Now at 5. Up next, the latest on a head-on crash happened in Madison, what police found in one of the vehicles involved. And coming up tonight at 6, we are just 84 days away from Election Day. We'll have the latest results and polling from the Marquette Law School. That's at 6. And the markets, a bit of a tumble in Tuesday trading. The Dow off 104.5. The NASDAQ fell more than 185. S&P down 27. We'll be right back.
You know your gutters are full of gunk, and you know you need to deal with it eventually. With LeafGuard, you can give up cleaning your gutters forever. Hi, I'm Andrew Larson, owner of Larson Home Services. My team would love to show you how LeafGuard's patented design channels rainwater into your gutters while leaves, seeds, and other debris just roll off, leaving them clog-free, guaranteed.
We looked at several different types of gutters, and we knew that we had problems with leaves. We have lots of trees around our house, and I'm the one who goes and cleans out the gutters, and I wanted to eliminate that hassle in the fall of cleaning the gutters, and LeafGuard has done a wonderful job.
Love to hear that. Right now, your LeafGuard brand gutter system comes with some great money-saving extras. Order now and save 75% on installation labor, get free financing for a year, and a $100 Visa gift card. Call to set up your free estimate today.
This is our moment to build a new American economy for our families and for our communities. When we spend taxpayers' money, we should use it to buy American products and support American jobs. It's time to help small businesses. We'll purchase clean energy technologies to fight climate change and enhance national security. We have to invest in what the jobs and industries of tomorrow are going to be. We have a great opportunity to build back and build back better. I'm Joe Biden, and I approve this message.
From first-time homeowners to empty nesters, new windows provide a connection to the world around us, and that's where we come in here at Mad City Windows. We can install great windows in your home, the Eco Sky windows. With Sky Mirror technology, we're going to give your home an energy upgrade. Custom-made windows, whatever size you need, bay, bow, double hung, slider, wood grains on the inside. If we don't have the color on the outside, we'll make it for you. And now would be a great time to call during our summer spectacular sale. Get a house full of windows. Listen to this for $29.95. Zero down, zero payments, and zero interest for 18 months. A bonus, buy 7 or more premium windows and get a patio door installed absolutely free. Ask about our virtual online estimate. Call now. Get a $100 Walmart or Amazon gift card with your free in-home estimate. Call us here in the greater Madison area right now at 608-338-1616. 608-338-1616.
Live updates on the health and safety precautions local polling stations are taking on this election day. And Madison police say one person has life-threatening injuries from a shooting on the east side. We'll have the latest tonight at 6.
They're the best-kept secrets of Madison's concerts on the square.
Hi, I'm Andrew Sewell, music director of the Wisconsin Chamber Orchestra. Join us as we get closer to the musicians who make concerts on the square something special.
Wednesdays on Live at 4. You're watching News 3 Now at 5.
Welcome back, everyone. Madison police say a mother and child were nearly hit by a stolen SUV moments before the vehicle was involved in a crash. Officers were called to the intersection of Mineral Point Road and Glenway around 9:45 this morning. The mother and 5-year-old were in the crosswalk when a stolen SUV swerved to miss them. The vehicle ended up striking another SUV head-on. At least 2 people were inside the stolen car, police say. A 13-year-old passenger collapsed on the front lawn of a nearby home and was taken to the hospital. Police found a number of garage door openers, car keys, ID cards, and cell phones inside the stolen SUV that was taken from Marshall Court on Saturday. Police are continuing to search for suspects.
Half a dozen states in the Midwest are cleaning up today after a rare storm with 100-mile-an-hour winds tore across hundreds of miles. The so-called called derecho packed the power of a hurricane 1,000 miles away from any ocean, causing significant damage across Iowa, parts of Wisconsin as well, and Illinois yesterday.
Dana Fulton says the severe weather caused a brief tornado in Grant County as well, and she has the latest. Dana.
Again, those storms spanning well across the Midwest. You can see that line starting up along the western edge of Iowa, continuing through Illinois, Indiana, into Ohio, parts of Madison, or parts of Wisconsin also included in that. And those big wind events, long-winded, long-lived, widespread windstorms are called derechos. They're very rare severe wind events. They don't happen a lot because it takes just the right atmosphere of hot, moist, very unstable air and plenty of space through the plains or the Midwest for these storms to pass through. We saw a lot of straight line wind damage, but we also did see a few tornadoes, not only in southern Wisconsin, but in some other areas we also saw those tornadoes. Again, near Burton in Grant County, a brief EF0 causing damage to trees and outbuildings and downing power lines. Our EF scale, our enhanced EF scale, is a rating of how much damage these tornadoes can cause. Now, our enhanced scale also kind of adds in the damage around the area. It would be a weaker rating or not quite as strong of wind speeds if it's just damaging crops, as opposed to something like an EF4 or EF5 where you're seeing houses, well-constructed houses completely torn down or parking lots just being scattered. So we go through after a tornado passes through to rate what the wind speeds likely were based on the damage there. So as a tornado is going through, we don't quite have a grasp on what's happening until afterwards. And it's up to the National Weather Service office to go in and survey the event. So the National Weather Service office in La Crosse looked at the event in Grant County, whereas the Milwaukee Sullivan office looked in Kenosha today. Right now we have a mostly sunny sky. It's turned out to be a very nice afternoon, drying up after the rain and wind from yesterday. Overnight temperatures will drop to the 50s. We'll stay mostly clear overnight, so really pleasant overnight. And then for Wednesday afternoon, high temperatures in the mid to low 80s with another afternoon with sunshine. For Thursday, it does look likely that we'll have a little more cloud coverage build in, partly cloudy skies for Thursday, and a slight chance for a shower or thunderstorm to build in late in the day. Just a little more increase in our moisture, not looking at a big rain event to develop, just a small chance for an isolated shower or storm. Our temperature trend looking 6 to 10 days out, starting to become a little likely that we will trend below average. Temperatures will be in the 70s as we look ahead to next week. Temperatures for tomorrow, though, still in the low 80s, still very pleasant outside and summery, again with partly sunny skies, that breeze coming from the southeast pushing a little more moisture into the area over the next few days. So our humidity increasing a little bit for Wednesday, fueling that slight chance for showers and storms on Thursday and for late in the day on Friday. But we'll have a better chance for showers and thunderstorms this weekend. Scattered showers and storms likely on Saturday, a chance for showers and storms on Sunday. And next week we'll have a nice dry stretch, partly sunny skies turning mostly sunny for the middle of the week with high temperatures below average in the mid to upper 70s. As far as traffic is concerned right now, thankfully things look pretty quiet. No accidents to report stretching throughout our area. Downtown Madison, as usual, a few stop and go spots, but the Beltline actually looks pretty smooth right now, and through Rock County we aren't seeing any major delays. From Janesville to the Beltline, about 26 minutes. Sauk City to Middleton at 16, and Sun Prairie to downtown about 9 minutes this evening. That's a quick look at traffic.
Dana, thank you. Ahead on News 2 Now, and 5 area doctors are offering advice on how parents can talk to their children about COVID-19 before heading back to school. The latest ahead at 5.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Joe Biden says,
if you elect me, your taxes are going to be raised, not cut.
That means middle-class families, small businesses, and seniors pay higher taxes. It's the biggest tax increase in history.
Citizenship for 11 million undocumented folks.
That means 11 million illegal immigrants competing for American jobs, eligible for free health care, Social Security, and Medicare. America can't afford Joe Biden.
I'm Donald J. Trump, and I approve this message.
Earn now, spend later during Blaine's Farm and Fleet's Rewards Members Dollar Days. Now through August 16th, Rewards members earn $10 in Blaine's Bucks for every $75 spent in store, redeemable just like cash, August 20th to the 30th. Start earning today with great deals like these folding camp chairs, just $8.99. Large bags of Farm and Fleet dog or cat food, only $19.99. And Citgo full synthetic motor oil, just $1.69 a quart. Not a Rewards member? Sign up today and start earning Blaine's Bucks now to spend later just like cash.
From first-time homeowners to empty nesters, new windows provide a connection to the world around us, and that's where we come in here at Mad City Windows. We can install great windows in your home, the Eco Sky windows. With Sky Mirror technology, we're going to give your home an energy upgrade. Custom-made windows, whatever size you need, bay, bow, double hung, slider, wood grains on the inside. If we don't have the color on the outside, we'll make it for you. And now would be a great time to call during our summer spectacular sale. Get a house full of windows. Listen to this for $29.95. Zero down, zero payments, and zero interest for 18 months. A bonus, buy 7 or more premium windows and get a patio door installed absolutely free. Ask about our virtual online estimate. Call now. Get a $100 Walmart or Amazon gift card with your free in-home estimate. Call us here in the greater Madison area right now at 608-338-1616. 608-338-1616.
Save big money in your next project with 11% off everything right now at Menards. Protect your roof against algae stains with Pinnacle Pristine Architectural Shingles from Atlas, $21.59 per bundle after 11% off. Add a distinctive finishing touch to your home's exterior with Novik Dry Stack Stone Polymer Panel. They're wind resistant up to 160 miles per hour. $4.98 per square foot after 11% off. Stop waiting and start saving with 11% off everything now at Menards.
Save big money at Menards.
When a student falls behind, a good teacher helps them catch up. A bad president would tie their hands, like Joe Biden would. Even with hundreds of public schools closed indefinitely, Biden opposes emergency parental choice grants, preventing parents from choosing options like private tutoring or charter schools if their public school is closed. A lost year is unacceptable, but 4 under Biden, that's a lost generation. Club for Growth Action is responsible for the content of this advertising.
Local health officials are offering some tips for parents to stay safe as their children go back to school or even leave for college.
Doctors say to carefully review your school's safety procedures. If your school is offering in-person learning, make sure you understand and are comfortable with the protocol. Talk to your child about what they can do to prevent catching or spreading COVID-19. Masks, hand washing, physical distancing are strategies that must be used together to decrease the spread and keep both students and their parents safe. It's important to have an honest and transparent dialogue about your college students' behaviors.
Are they going to hang out with large groups of friends? Are they going to go hit the bars on the weekend? Are they going to do things that would significantly increase their risk of contracting COVID-19? If they're going to do those types of things, I think it's important for parents to recognize that that then poses a significantly increased risk if those students then come home on the weekend and hang out with you or the grandparents or whoever else, versus, say, college students who aren't going to go to those large gatherings.
Well, Dr. Potoff says if you do have some college-age students and they come home, practice masking at home and physically distancing in order to stay safe. Stay with us. We'll have a final check of your First Warn forecast in just a moment.
Let the design team at Wanakee Furniture ETC help you find your inspiration and transform your room. Every style, every budget, our creativity, passion, and expertise will help you design your dream space.
Bring quality home at Wanakee Furniture ETC.
This summer, as temperatures rise, so will your power bills. Keep your home cooler and more comfortable with new energy-efficient windows from us here at Mad City Windows, Wisconsin's #1 ranked remodeler. We can install Eco Sky windows with 0.17 U factor, one of the lowest, if not the lowest, U factor in the industry. Beautiful windows that just open up a room. Be sure to ask about our flexible installation schedules and take advantage of our summer spectacular sale. Get a house full of windows for $29.95. Zero down, zero payments, and zero interest for 18 months. We're going to stretch it out. And a bonus, buy 7 or more premium windows and get a patio door installed absolutely free. Ask about our virtual online estimate. Call now. Get a $100 Walmart or Amazon gift card with your free in-home estimate. Call us here in the greater Madison area right now at 608-338-1616. 608-338-1616.
Today we're facing a serious threat. We have to meet it as one country. Numbers don't lie. Infection rates are now going up in more states than they're going down. We got to fight this together. Wear a mask. Keep your distance. Limit the size of crowds. It may be inconvenient. It may be uncomfortable, but it's the right thing to do as an American. We need a president who will level with the American people. President will tell us the unvarnished truth. President will take responsibility instead of always blaming others. President will listen to the experts, follow the science, allow them to speak. President will lead, be an example for the nation. We have to do all we can to keep our fellow Americans safe and healthy. I'm Joe Biden, and I approve this message.
Wouldn't it be nice to not have to deal with your messy gutters anymore? Leave that nasty chore in the rearview mirror with a new Leaf Guard gutter system. Hi, I'm Andrew Larson, owner of Larson Home Services. My team would love to show you how Leaf Guard's patented design keeps leaves and debris out so you can give up cleaning your gutters forever. And now is the best time to get Leaf Guard. Order now and save 75% on installation labor, free financing for a year, and a $100 Visa gift card. Call to set up your free estimate today.
Experience handcrafted and hand-finished furniture by genuine Amish craftsmen at Wanakee Furniture ETC, featuring hardwood made in the USA home furnishings by Simply Amish and other great brands you can trust.
Bring quality home at Wanakee Furniture ETC.
Coming up on the CBS Evening News, Joe Biden picks Senator Kamala Harris as his running mate, the latest on his historic choice, the first black woman and first Asian American on a major party ticket. That and more tonight on the CBS Evening News.
And Dana's here with a final check of the weather.
Another day with partly sunny skies tomorrow. High temperatures in the low 80s. A little more humid outside. And Thursday will be in the mid 80s with partly sunny skies and a slight chance for an afternoon or evening shower or isolated thunderstorm. Not going to see a lot of rain passing through, but could see a quick little pop-up storm. For Friday in the low 80s, another opportunity late in the evening to see an isolated storm. But the main rain chance will start to develop for the weekend. Scattered showers and storms likely on Saturday with a chance for showers and storms on Sunday. Next week looks nice and dry and a little cooler outside. Highs will be in the mid to upper 70s with a lot of sunshine, and those overnight lows will be back in the 50s. We'll start to cool down a little bit heading through the middle of August.
All right, Dana, thank you. And we're back in 30 minutes for News 3 Now at 6. Stay tuned now for the CBS Evening News.